Hello, welcome to your new SHR Levelling system. We hope you're happy with it. I am here today to talk you through all the nitty-gritty need-to-knows to make sure you know exactly what you're doing with your system and that you're in safe hands. Should you have any questions, please contact your nearest dealer, but otherwise, we hope it helps you out. Pairing a new device. This is how you connect to your new SHR system. Press reconfigure. You're going to turn the isolator on. Press plus. You'll see the system here. Select it. It will generate a code. Okay, so we're going to make note of the code. I'm going to press and hold stop. I'm going to press 937596, enter, and this system is now paired in. The key thing really to remember is press and hold stop whilst you enter your numbers and make sure you press the enter button. Now you've got your device connected, I'm going to talk you through what you need to do. So the key thing and the main area you're going to work in is your auto level. The system will give you a prompt to say make sure your handbrake is not engaged. It's really important that you don't engage your handbrake with this system. It adds additional stress to the brake system, and that's not something we want to do. So make sure your handbrake is not engaged. If you're on a hill, go in gear. Okay? So basically we're going to confirm the handbrake is not engaged. Yes. And then all you do is press this little button here and the system will auto level. To retract the system, all you got to do is hit the retract. Okay, so you get to site, your system isn't auto leveling. What's wrong? Okay, if that ever happens, if you hear the pump whirring, it's worth having a look at your circuit board. There's an LED display in there and it might tell you there's something wrong, i.e. that it can't auto level. Okay, in that situation, what you need to do is you need to manually level. So I am going to show you how to operate your system manually, but whilst the jacks are down, I am going to point out a very important feature. Okay, so in manual mode, you press, again, handbrake's not engaged. You can actually adjust just the singular jack on our system, which is fantastic. However, the only time we recommend you use it is when all four jacks are down and if you need to make a minor adjustment. So for example, you've leveled on a rock, something like that, then basically you can adjust the one jack. We must stress, do not ever put down one jack on its own. For example, to change a tire, you always want to bring the system down in pairs where possible. Okay, to manually level, you select manual. Again, it's asking you about the handbrake. We know it's released. And then basically you have a choice here. You can't just press the buttons and it'll react. That's a safety feature. So what we do is we need to tell it what we want it to do. So, for example, if I want to change a tire, what I'm going to do, safe practice, is I'm going to bring the jacks down, and now I have the chance to basically select what I want it to do. I'm going to press and hold the back because I want it to work in pairs. And now the system is going to come down. If I was to take any finger off, the system will stop. Okay, so I'm going to press and hold again. And what you would ideally want to do is get it to the points where the jacks are on the floor. Obviously, if it's a tire change, you want to go a bit further. But if your ground is uneven, then all you want to do is bring it down slightly, engage with the floor, bring the front down, and then you sort of want to start looking at your side to side once all jacks are down on the floor. So once everything's down, you make your finer adjustments until you're happy. When arriving on site, it is best practice to get out of your vehicle and check the area before you auto level. We just want to make sure that there's nothing in the way that can damage your system. Okay? If you are going to be leveling on soft ground, we do recommend that you use something to spread the weight, i.e. marine plywood, something like that that's a bigger surface area than the foot plate, and then that way you're not going to sink in. Your jacks can be left down for long exposures. The only thing we do recommend is that you spray the exposed chrome with dry silicone spray, especially in seaside towns. Should you need it, there is a backup remote. It's battery operated, so no wires anywhere, which is good news. The layout is a little bit different to the app. The principles are the same, but the key thing is, to operate the system, what you must do first is press the start. You'll hear the pump drive, and that's the system waking up. You then operate the system as normal. So for example, start, auto level, or start, bring jacks up on the rear. So from then on, it's normal, but obviously just make sure you press that start button to wake the system. Wave function is also available. You just press here, press there, and away you go. It's accurate within 1.5%, and it's all done fairly quickly. Isolator switch. It's quite important that you get used to working with the isolator switch. So basically, whenever you get to site, you want to isolate on, you want to auto level, manually adjust whatever you need to do. Whilst the system is in use, i.e. down, we do recommend you keep your isolator switch on. What that means is it keeps your buzzer active and your emergency retract should you need it. So basically, when you're leaving site, retract the jacks, select off on the isolator. If you forget to do that, obviously you will get those buzzer sounds, but that buzzer sound will continue until you isolate off again. Whilst the system is maintenance free, we do recommend that every 2 years you take your system to your nearest premium dealer who will check over all your brackets, make sure everything's as it should be, and will also change the oil. We hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure you do download your manual from our website. Safe travels, have fun, stay level.